So welcome to another segment of Wild Treasures of an Outdoorsman. My name is Peter Updike, and this is the Wild Treasures of an Outdoorsman YouTube channel. I want to welcome all of you to another video. I'm going to do a little hypothetical question. I got a hypothetical question for you. And comment, like, and subscribe if you want to. This is a hunting and fishing channel, so we're going to go deer hunting, archery hunting in a few weeks, and we're real excited about that. So let's just jump right into the hypothetical story, the hypothetical question I'm going to ask it of you, and here it comes. You get off work early, let's say it's a Wednesday afternoon. You get off work early and your wife is off with the in-laws and the kids are off with Nana. And you've got a whole afternoon free. It's archery season, maybe 2 or 3 weeks in, and you see this as an opportunity to be able to go out and get in your tree stand and sit until dark, right? So you grab your bow and your tree stand and you hop in your pickup truck and you drive the 10-15 miles down Highway 471, right? And you turn off there in your favorite management area. There's an area there that you've been wanting to hunt that you haven't hunted. So you just kind of make a beeline to that spot, get out, unload your stand, find a tree, and sit till dark. You sit till dark and you see a few deer, maybe a hog or two and a turkey, but couldn't capitalize on any of them. You climb down, pack up your gear, start headed back to the truck. And you get to the truck, you load up all your stuff, climb in, turn the key over, but nothing happens. That old familiar, you've heard it before, clickety click, clickety clack. You've got no cell service. Your wife doesn't know where you are. The in-laws don't know where you are. They were supposed to bring the kids home. Where's Peter? Peter's not here. Well, where is he? Nobody knows. This is a worst case scenario. What's the worst thing that can happen? You spend the night in the woods, right? What are you going to do? What's going to be your approach? What would I do? We're going to address those issues, and then we're going to talk about how we can avoid such a circumstance. All right, even if you're in a spot that has no cell service, even if you're in a spot that maybe nobody else knows about, that we can protect ourselves from such circumstances. I'm going to show you my hunting truck. I'm going to show you the gear that I carry with me, because if you like me, you hunt in the backcountry. What's the backcountry? Well, it's a long way to walk, I can guarantee you that. And leaving your truck because you've got no transportation, because you've got a dead battery. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you my hunting truck and the gear I carry here in just a minute. Let's go out to the truck. So there's my pickup. It's a 2003 Sierra short wheelbase, four-wheel drive, regular cab pickup truck. I love my pickup trucks. Why I still got it, right? Last year I had a 4-inch lift put on it. I always wanted a lifted truck, and I never had one in my whole life. And I'm vicariously living out my teenage years and my early 20s through my pickup truck. That's why I got it. This pickup truck looks like a couple of trucks I've had in my past. And I had that in play when I bought the truck. I said I wanted a green truck. I wanted a short wheelbase, because that's what I had when I was a teenager. So I carry that along. Let me show you my truck on the inside. Now I've had some work done to the truck, and I'm restoring it as best I can. It's got 250,000 miles on it. So what can you do, right? So I had the 4-inch lift put on it. Then I had the upholstery all redone. These are brand new seats and a brand new console. These are leather seats done by H&H. Up top we got a brand new headliner and a new dash, and the interior is cleaner than it's ever been. Good solid truck. I've got some mud grip tires that make a lot of noise when you go down the road. I kind of like that. And then I got a brush guard. Now all of these accessories I built myself in the welding shop. That's my step, right? when I get older and I can't climb in it no more, I got the step to help me in. I got the brush guard right here. Got another step over here. And then back here, the bed is fiberglass. The inside is steel, but the bed itself is fiberglass. And of course the tailgate's steel, but it was light. And it bounces a lot when you're running those roads up there in the scrub. So I had to build a bumper. Of course I wanted a custom bumper anyway. I took that factory bumper off and took 2 1/4-inch 4x4s, 1/4-inch wall, and stacked them on top of each other, welded them up, and then coupon the ends and put tread plate on top, put a Reese hitch on. Man, that's a cool bumper. This a little over 200, this a little over 250 pounds, and then I got this headache rack with fog lights and a fire extinguisher. Now I carry my welding truck, my welding, this is my welding truck. I carry my welding machine in the truck as well. And then I've got another rack that fits on these bars that's removable, and I just set up and it gives me another platform. You may have seen in the other video, it's an observation platform. If I want to sit up there with a chair and just look at stuff, well then I can do it from up there. It's pretty cool. Or I can haul stuff on it, which either way. But that's the truck, and that's what I use to go hunting in, so it's pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about being stranded in the forest, all right, right after this. So if you're going hunting, you're going to want to make sure you leave a float plan at home. Let somebody know where you're going to be and when you're going to be back. When I leave the house in the morning, I always write down what county I'm going to be in. And then I write down what management area I'm in, and then what road I'm going to be hunting on. I always leave that written, and I write down a new one every time and leave it with my wife so she knows where I am and what to tell somebody if I don't come home. And also, when I hit the hard road and I get signal on the cell phone, I always place a call to my wife and let her know that I'm out of the woods and on my way home. So if I don't call her, well then she'll know something's up, right? She'll know that there might be a problem, and she'll have that information to alert the authorities. So if I get stranded in the woods, I have a plan. I want you to develop an idea where you might have a plan as well. I always carry a spare key underneath the truck somewhere. I got this stainless steel wire on it, and I hook it up underneath the bed, hidden away where only I know where it is. I know that some of you guys have electronic ignitions or electronic key, right? And yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard to have 2 or 3 of those, but I've got this key here, and it's underneath the truck. If I lose my key, I'm not out in the cold. I got a key. So you guys have got an electronic key. Well, you need to figure out what happens if you lose that thing or misplace it, or something happens to it. Maybe it quits working. What are you going to do? All right. So I have this stashed on the outside of my truck. If I lose my keys or lock them in the cab, I got a key to get in. I'm going home. Okay. All right, so what are the 2 things that happen to a truck when you get deserted or stranded in the woods when you're trying to get home? Well, dead battery and a flat tire. So we're going to address those 2 issues. I always carry a case of water. Now I also carry first aid kits and cleanup kits, paper towels, toilet paper. All of those things go in behind the seat of the truck, and I never take them out throughout the whole hunting season. Sometimes I leave it in there till spring gobbler season, and then every year I get all the stuff out and go through it and reuse what I can and discard the rest. But case of water is always in the truck. Someone might need water. I might want to wash up. I might need a drink of water. Maybe my radiator's got a hole in it, and yeah, I want to get out of the woods. this saves the day. You can drink it, you can wash with it, you can put it in your radiator. A case of water. You can give it to a very thirsty person. All right, that goes in behind the seat. This is my truck bag. It's separate from the bag that has personal items in it. This is for truck emergencies only, okay? So you come out of the truck and it goes clickety-clack, clickety-clack, it won't start because the battery's dead. Well, I got this Go-Low jump start thingy. My wife's friend got it for me for Christmas, and I didn't think it was any good. I thought it was a piece of junk. I think she bought it on QVC or something. Anyway, it's a starter. I told my wife, I said, I don't think it's any good. I think it's a piece of junk. I don't know if it'll work. And the very next day, I came out to the truck and I had a dead battery. I had to eat crow that day because I hooked this thing up and it started it right on up. And then since then, I've started 2 Duramaxes with it. It has proven, I've had it 2 years and it's proven to be effective. And yeah, I like having it. It works really good. And you can get a similar item at Napa and make it a part of your truck kit. And this will help you. If you got jumper cables and there's no one there to jump you off, you're walking anyway, right? Another thing you might want to think about is don't go half-cocked into the deep woods with a 36-month-old battery that's got 35 months on it. It's going to leave you stranded, right? But I carry that. I can help somebody with it, or I can help myself, right? All right, so I also carry always carry a quart of oil with me, and also carry a quart of transmission fluid. Right? I carry a roll of duct tape, carry a pair of gloves. I always carry this strap with me. If I'm coming out of the woods and there's a storm came or the wind blew and it blew a tree in the road and I can't get around that tree, well, I can hook to it with this strap and drag the tree out of the way, right? It's good to have. Can a fix-a-flat. If sometimes this stuff works and sometimes it don't. If your tire's going down and you know it's going down, maybe you don't have to change that tire. Maybe you can just use a fix-a-flat and give it a try. Maybe it'll work. Get you out of the woods, right? Now, if in fact you have a flat tire and you're parked precariously on the side of the road in soft sand or near mud and you can't move your truck to any place that's any better, you're going to need a list of items before you go jacking that truck up. First thing I do is I take a piece of plywood. I always carry a piece of plywood with me. It has multiple uses. We won't get into all of that. But if you're sitting on uneven ground and you want to put a jack on the ground, put it on top of the plywood, right? Now, many times if you get them out with a flat tire, the truck will be down so low you can't get you can't get the jack that came with the truck underneath onto the axle because it's all too low and it's in the dirt or the mud or whatever. So I always carry another jack with me. I put this jack underneath the bumper. Now if the bumper's too high and the jack's too low, I got a 2x6, a 2x6, a 1x, and a 4x4. You can take that jack, right? Put it up underneath there and you put the plywood down and you put the wood down, you put that on there, and jack it up right there just like that. And then I got pump wrench, lug wrench, all the things I need to get my spare tire down out off the truck. I carry a pair of channel locks with me. Of course there's things that I carry in my hunting bag like a multi-purpose tool and things like that. So it's got screwdrivers and a pair of pliers and all that on it. So all of this stuff combined goes inside this bag and goes in behind my seat of my truck. So if something happens, I'm ready. Now, I've always been a firm believer that if you're prepared for anything, nothing will happen. That's not always the case. Usually you'll see somebody else that needs your help. So if you carry something in your truck, maybe you can help somebody. I got here in my truck, maybe I can help somebody. So that's what it's all about. All right, so that's what I carry in my truck. Don't be deserted in the forest. Be careful. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.